In this video, we will explore how your organization can navigate the process of opening ABLE accounts for the people with disabilities that you serve. Whether your organization helps support people with disabilities or serves as representative payees, ABLE accounts offer a powerful tool for promoting financial inclusion and equity. So let's dive in. An organizational ALR is an entity with the authority to act as an authorized legal representative on an ABLE account for individuals with disabilities who may need assistance managing and funding their accounts. The online registration process for an organizational ALR consists of information about the organization and beneficiary, multi-factor authentication, and documentation upload and verification. After the organization's documentation is submitted and approved, registration can be completed and beneficiaries can be enrolled. To register, you will need to first access the registration portal for your state program. This first page will touch upon what information you need to provide in order to determine the ability of your organization to act as an ALR. We also cover the documentation required to verify your organization, depending on your organization type. Once ready, press continue to move on. Next, we provide you with a final checklist before you get started. This checklist is in place so that you do not have to repeatedly stop and start if you are missing any documentation or information needed to complete the registration process. Once you can successfully check off all of the applicable requirements, hit continue. In this window, you'll provide us with an email address for the organization. Then you will check off all of the options once you have gone through the terms and conditions and select Get Started. We will then gather information on your organization. Please be sure to fill out all of the applicable fields, like the organization name, contact information, and address. When you're ready, click on Next to continue. The next window is where you will select your organization type. Please note that the options and steps moving forward may change depending on your type of organization. Once completed, you'll be brought to the organization review screen seen here. You can edit or update any of the information on these windows by clicking the Edit buttons. If all is correct, select Continue to be brought to the next step. Next up is registering the primary agent. The primary agent is the organization's employee who will be responsible for the day-to-day management of ABLE beneficiary accounts managed by the organization. Here you'll also have the opportunity to designate additional roles of the primary agent, if applicable. For example, in this particular organization, the primary agent also acts as the controlling officer. The controlling officer is the organization's employee authorized to make decisions, manage, and execute documents on behalf of the organization. Please note, the controlling officer of the organization can act as a primary agent or appoint a primary agent to act on behalf of the organization and manage beneficiaries' ABLE accounts. If the controlling officer is someone other than the primary agent, you would add their information in this window. When ready, click on Next to continue to the secondary agent. The secondary agent acts as a backup to the primary agent, in case the primary agent is not available to manage the organization's ABLE accounts. The secondary agent can only contact our call center by phone to make inquiries or transactions. You will have the ability to add up to 2 secondary agents. You can also skip this step if you do not wish to designate a secondary agent. Once that information is completed, you will review their information and select Next to continue. The next step will be gathering information on the beneficiary owner or owners. Make sure to fill in all of the applicable fields with the necessary information, and when ready, hit Continue to move forward. This will bring you to the Eligibility Information section. This section is where we will gather information on what makes the beneficiary eligible for an ABLE account. Please make sure to complete all applicable sections and hit Next to continue. All ABLE accounts are able to set up a successor to the new beneficiary, and you can set that up in this step. In the final stages of the registration process, we will select your communication preferences and confirm your mailing address. Then we will also have you select a password for your account. There will be one final review section before submission. If any changes are needed, they can be made by clicking the Edit option in the windows. Once all is completed, you can select Create My Account. You will then be asked to set up two-factor authentication as an added layer of security for your account. As you can see on the screen, you can either choose to do an app-based authentication method or a phone-based authentication method. With the app-based authentication method, you will need to download either the Google Authenticator app or the Microsoft Authenticator app from your App Store or Marketplace and scan the following barcode from within the app. The app will then generate a 6-digit code for you to enter. Once ready, you can hit Confirm. With the phone-based method, you will need to type in your mobile number and select whether you would like to receive a code via text message or phone call. Once you receive the code, enter it here and hit Confirm to successfully enable two-factor authentication. Congratulations, you have successfully created your account. The final step will be uploading the requested documentation on this screen for verification. As always, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact your state plan for more information.